Namaskara. Welcome to Correct Kannada. This is a presentation on the negation concept in Kannada. How do you say no? How do you say cannot? Right? What are all the ways by which you negate a statement? Right? So that's the presentation here. I thought this was important. I did cover this, I think, in the moods tutorial. But I thought this was important, so I created a separate negation. Maybe going forward, I will be taking small concepts and putting together something like 10 slides so that it's much easier to digest for the audience. So let's see how it goes. So let's start with the negation concept in Kannada. Okay, so what are all the available options with respect to negations, right? That's basically what I have listed here. Now, generally for negation, the two words that are used in Kannada is illa and alla. And many people, at least people who start off with Kannada, or even people who are very casual learners of Kannada, do not know the difference between illa and alla. So my first slide will be showing the difference between or difference in usage of illa and alla. Okay. Then second is illa and alla are added to tenses to get negation. So in Kannada, how it works is negation itself is a tense. Okay, so we know that there are total 9 tenses in Kannada. Um, for each of this tense, there is a corresponding negation, right? So you have 9 negation tenses, right? And the negation tense does not change with person, number, and gender. So if you take simple present, there is only one negation for simple present, whether it's masculine, feminine, singular, plural, neuter gender, everything it's the same suffix. So that's what I mean by 9 negation tenses, mapping to the 9 different tenses in Kannada. Just a refresher, the 9 tenses in Kannada are simple present tense, simple past tense, and simple future tense. Similarly, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and then past continuous tense, past perfect tense, future continuous tense, and future perfect tense. So for each of these tenses, there is one corresponding negation suffix that you need to add for all person, number, and gender. Okay. Then, so that's the second topic that we will cover. That is, how do you negate using tenses? Okay. Third is a way of saying cannot, because this is used very often in the spoken Kannada for people to say cannot, because cannot is a very common modal word in English, which can mean cannot as in not able to, cannot as in not willing to, right? So for any situation where you want to say cannot, argu is the verb used, and along with illa and alla, and that will be dealt with in the third slide. Okay, then the next slide is the negative participles, right? Negative participles are very useful in making powerful sentences. Basically, the negative relative participle gives the effect of without, right? Then the negative verbal participle gives the negative verbal participle gives the effect of without, and negative relative participle gives the effect of not following the word. Say not done, not spoken, not written, like that. Okay, so we'll see this. Then a special negative conjugation is there, meaning you have just like how you would have a present tense, you have your simple present tense, simple past tense, like that. There is a negative conjugation as well for every verb, but this is a very ancient usage and it is not used nowadays. Nowadays, most of the negation is done using either agu form or by putting illa and alla to the tense itself. So this negative conjugation has become obsolete, I would say. Then there are special words for prohibition like beda, bedi, baradu, kudadu, like that. So we will deal with this as well in one of the slides. So let's move on. Okay. So difference between illa and alla is the first thing. Now illa is used for non-existence of an object. Okay. So to say the presence or absence of an object, right? To say the absence of an object, then you use illa. Allah is used for the non-existence of the queried object's quality or attribute. Okay, the object is present, but the quality that you're looking for, the quality that you're querying is not present, then you will use Allah. Okay, we'll see examples, then you will easily understand this. ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ತಿರ ಲೇಖನಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. Okay, lekani means pen. Nanna hattira lekani illa. I don't have the object itself. I don't have a pen. Anywhere near me, I don't, anywhere with me, I don't have a pen. Then you will use the word illa. But if you say, Adu neeli banna lekani alla, that is not a blue color pen. See, here you're saying the absence of the quality. The pen is there. The pen, say a pen is there on the table. But that pen is not a blue color pen. It's a red color pen. Then you will say Allah. Okay, so absence of a quality attribute. Attributes can be relationship, attributes can be a color, attributes can be anything related, anything that gives a quality or an attribute of an object. The object is present, meaning that the type of an object is present, but it doesn't carry the quality you are asking for. Then you will use Allah. Okay. So I believe this is a very clear distinction. This is not given very clearly anywhere else. I got this from a website which basically, it's a very good website. It basically gives a HTML version of a book written by this Christian priest. He's a Christian missionary by name Thomas Hodgson. Okay, so he wrote a book. He came from Britain, he came from England to India during the British rule, and he came to Karnataka to propagate Christianity. So he realized that probably he has to understand the language, the grammar, everything behind it, and write an English book regarding the Kannada subject. So that book has been created into an HTML website with links so that you could so that it could be easily navigated. Now the thing about that book is it's very grammar heavy book, so anybody who's a starter for Kannada will find it a bit intimidating. So that is the reason I'm not introducing that book to any beginners, but I usually go to that book or that website for any doubts that I have. Right, then I'll get clarity. So this difference was given by that Thomas Hodson's book. He's actually a priest, a Christian priest. Okay, so moving on. Then present tense and future tense uses Allah. One more difference between illa and Allah is out of the 9 tenses, wherever you have present tense and future tense, you use Allah. Okay, simple present tense, simple future tense uses Allah. All other tenses will use illa. I think even the future or future continuous and future perfect also uses Allah. I think let's see when an example comes. But general understanding is present tense and simple present tense, simple future tense certainly uses Allah, and most of the other tenses like the continuous and perfect tenses uses Allah. When we see the example, we will understand. Okay, Nanu ninna jote baralla. So if you say baralla, it means I'm not coming with you, meaning you are not planning to go with the person, right? So it's something that is in the immediate future. Somebody is asking you to come for lunch with them, right? Nana jote lunch madake banni, they ask you. Then you say nan baralla. That's the easiest way to say no, right? I'm not coming. Nan baralla, nan madalla. I am not going to do. I don't want to do. You say that by just saying, take the verb, remove the wu, and add Allah to it. Nan kodalla, kodu kodalla. Nan haku hakalla. Haku is to keep, I mean to put, right? Idu idalla. So it's the easiest way to negate a verb, okay, by putting Allah. Then, but that means simple present and simple future only. If you want to talk about other tenses, then you have to do differently. We'll see examples here. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನಪತ್ರಿಕೆ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ. Baralu plus illa baralilla. Now this baralilla means past tense. Newspaper did not come. So you have to say baralilla. You cannot say baralla. Baralla means will not come, right? Newspaper will not come. So then that is a wrong usage. Baralilla means it did not come, past tense. Then halu innu bandilla. Here bandu plus illa bandilla has not come. Halu innu means still. Innu means still. Even still, like that. So halu innu bandilla means bandu plus illa. So it's a present perfect negation, present perfect tense. Has not come. Okay. Then nenne kuda halu bandiralilla. Now you're saying yesterday also. Nenne means yesterday. Nenne kuda yesterday also. Halu bandiralilla. Bandu plus iralu plus illa bandiralilla. Had not come. So this is past perfect. Okay. Then continuing the difference between illa and Allah. Maduvege yaru baralella, which means maduve is wedding. Yaru, no one. Okay, yaru means no one. When you just say yaru, the ra is a harsva ru in this ru. If it's harsva, it means who. Okay, but if you say yaru, right, if it's a dirga ru, then it means nobody, right? No one. So this concept is called a clitic in English grammar. So what I intend to do is I will be doing a presentation on clitics in Kannada. It's a very useful concept. It gives some, by emphasizing or by making a harsva into a dirgha, you basically communicate a certain emotion, right? So that's the concept of clitic, and here it's like, so just a verb, just a word, the interrogative pronoun yaru. If you make it as yaru, it means no one, right? Yaru baralilla, no one came. Okay, baralilla, this is past tense now. Kempu ಕೆಂಪು ಸೀರೆ ಧಾರಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ನಿಂತಿರುವುದು ನನ್ನ ಅತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಅತ್ತೆ means mother-in-law. Okay, ಕೆಂಪು ಸೀರೆ means red sari. ಧಾರಿಸಿ means wearing. ಧಾರಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು, the one who is wearing. ನಿಂತಿರುವುದು, standing, the person who is standing with, I mean, after wearing the one who is wearing a red sari and standing is not my mother-in-law. Allah. See, here we are using Allah. Why? Because it's an absence of a quality relationship, meaning a quality between me and the person standing there. There is no relationship. She is not my atte. So I'm saying Allah here. Okay. ನಾನು ಈ ನಡುವೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೂ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. ಹೋಗು plus Allah, ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. Habitual future tense. So it's in nowadays I do not go anywhere. ನಾನು ಈ ನಡುವೆ means nowadays. ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೂ, right? ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೂ means anywhere at all. Okay. ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೂ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ, did not go, do not go. I don't go nowadays. So for habitual future you use ಹೋಗು plus ಅಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. Okay. ರಘು ಎಂದು ಸುಳ್ಳು ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. So this is ಹೇಳಿ plus ಇಲ್ಲ, right? Has never told. So this is your present perfect tense. Has never told. So ಎಂದು means any day at all. There is no day in which he told a lie. That's what this sentence means. ನೀವು ಹೇಳುವ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಉತ್ತರ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. So ಗೊತ್ತು plus ಇಲ್ಲ, I do not know, right? I do not know means ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಗೊತ್ತು plus ಇಲ್ಲ. ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಹೇಳುವ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ. ಹೇಳುವ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ means the question that you are telling, right? ನೀವು ಕೇಳುವ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ. So ನೀವು ಕೇಳುವ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ, the question that you are asking. ನನಗೆ ಉತ್ತರ, answer ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. I do not know the answer of your question. ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. If you say ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, it means I did not know. ನೀವು ಊರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ, ನೀವು ಊರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದು ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. You have the fact that you had gone to your village, I did not know. If you want to say, then you will say ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. Here is ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ means I do not know. Then ನಿಮ್ಮ ನಡವಳಿಗೆ means your actions, attitude, manners. That ನಿಮ್ಮ ನಡವಳಿಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. It's not nice. So when you want to say, when you want to take an attribute, or when you want to take an adverb or an adjective and say not, then you will use illa. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, like that. It is not right, right? ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. If you want to say it's not right. ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲ means it's not wrong. Okay. So for those type, you will use illa. When you want to just negate, simply negate an adverb, right? For example, ಎತ್ತರವಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, it is not tall. So you will say ಎತ್ತರವಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. Okay. So if you want to say not something, then you will use illa. Okay. Then ಆ ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನು ಬರೆದಿದ್ದು ನಾನಲ್ಲ. I am not the person who wrote that book. So for typically when you're using pronouns, right? If you're adding illa to pronouns, it's not me. For those things you will use Allah. Pronouns as in ನಾನು, ನೀನು, ಅವನು, ಅವರು, ಅವಳು. For these are all pronouns. ಅದು, you will use Allah when you want to negate a pronoun. So ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೇಜುವನ್ನು ಮೇಜುವನ್ನು ಅವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಅವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ means to mess up. Okay, ಅವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ. Vyavastha is to arrange. Avyavastha means to disarrange, dearrange or disturb it. Okay. Madiddu nanalla. Again, Allah is used. Okay, negation of tenses. So we are done with Allah Allah differences. Now negation using tenses. Okay, this is a second topic. So madu plus Allah, madalla. Now this is, we are going to give all the 9 tenses, how we negate it. Okay, madu plus Allah, madalla. It means do not do, will not do. Now the simple future and simple present uses the same expression. You just have to take the madu and add Allah to it. Okay. Then madutta illa means not, I am not doing, present continuous tense. You will use illa here. Madilla means have not done. Nanu ಆ ಕೆಲಸ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ means before this, ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, have not done. Okay. Then ಮಾಡಲು plus illa, ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, right? Did not do. This is simple past. So ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, right? ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ is was not doing, right? ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, right? When you say ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. So ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, compact form is ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, right? So this is called past continuous tense. Then ಮಾಡಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಮಾಡಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ is your past perfect tense, had not done, ಮಾಡಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, so you have to add ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ to ಮಾಡಿ to get your past perfect. Now, of course, you should understand all these tenses, because you should go through the tenses tutorial to understand this. So then you will be able to pick this up much faster, the negation part. Then madu plus alla, madalla. I told you the simple future and simple present, they have the same form, madalla. Then there is, of course, there is one more simple future type too. I'll talk about that later. Then madutta iralla. So this madutta iralla is future continuous tense. See here, iralla iralilla. Madutta iralilla means past continuous. Madutta iralla means future continuous tense. Okay, madutta iralla. Then madiralla, right? Madiralla means will not have done, right? So this is your future perfect tense, right? Maduvudilla. Now this is what I was talking about. There is a second form for simple future, which is maduvudilla, right? This is used very much in spoken also. Nanu maduvudilla. If you want to very clearly, spashtavagi, if you want to say that in future I'm not going to do this, right? Maduvudilla. Nanu ಆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. I will not do that, right? Okay, negation tenses, more examples. Here, barutta illa, is not coming, has not been coming, right? Neeru, ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ, ಕಾವೇರಿ ನೀರು ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ means is not been coming or has not been coming. Then you will use ಬರುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, again, future tense, not coming, habitually not coming. ಆ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಂಗಡಿಗೆ ಬರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ತಿಂಗಳಾಗಿ ಬರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, for 1 month, for the last 1 month, ಒಂದು ತಿಂಗಳಿಂದ is better option. So ಆ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಂಗಡಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ತಿಂಗಳಿಂದ ಬರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, he has not been coming, right? He has not been coming to my shop. Then you can say ಬರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, then ಈ ಹಳ್ಳಿಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಅಧ್ಯಾಪಕರು ಬರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. I mean, a good, to this village, a good teacher they do not come. They don't come. They usually don't come. ಬರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, screen ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Now this is when you're doing like online presentation or you do all this Skype meetings and all nowadays. So then you can always say, I'm not able to see the screen, right? ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. You must use ಕಾಣಿಸು. ಕಾಣಿಸು means it's not appearing. So ಕಾಣಿಸು is to appear. ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ means it is not appearing. So you have to use the continuous tense. Screen ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Okay. So then ಕೇಳಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಧ್ವನಿ ಕೇಳಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Say if you are in a Zoom call or don't use Zoom. It's Chinese. So use Skype or Cisco WebEx. So if you are using any of those apps, then you can always say ನಿಮ್ಮ ಧ್ವನಿ ಕೇಳಿಸುತ್ತಾ. I'm not able to hear you. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಧ್ವನಿ ಕೇಳಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Now you have to use this ಕೇಳಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ because you are not able to, it's an ongoing action, so that's why it's continuous tense. So when said quickly, right, you will say ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. This you will hear it when you watch TV serials or movies. ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. They will say, they will not say ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. It takes time to say these things. So they will just say ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Okay, which means I'm not able to see, I'm not able to hear. Okay, ಅವನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ ಹಾಗೆ ಕಾಣಲಿಲ್ಲ. It does not seem to. There you will say ಕಾಣಲಿಲ್ಲ, right? It did not seem like he came here. ಅವನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ ಹಾಗೆ, as if he has come. ಕಾಣಲಿಲ್ಲ. It doesn't seem like. So when you want to say seem like, there also you will use ಕಾಣಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವನು ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅನಿಸು is to feel, right? So it doesn't feel like he will come to our house. ಅವನು ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತ. So anta means it's pointing to this topic, right? ಅನಿಸಲಿಲ್ಲ. It doesn't feel like he will come to our house. ಅವನು ತನ್ನ ನಿರಾಶೆಯನ್ನು ಮುಖದಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸಲಿಲ್ಲ. ತೋರಿಸು is to show. ತೋರಿಸಲಿಲ್ಲ. He did not show. ತೋರಿಸಲಿಲ್ಲ. Past tense. He did not show. Okay. Okay, moving on to the next topic. How agu is used to indicate cannot. Agu plus illa alla. Okay. Agu, as you know, is become. So agalla, agutta illa, agudilla. All these indicate cannot. When you just say agalla to somebody, okay, somebody is asking you to do something, and you just want to reject it. You just feel like you don't want to do it. You just say agalla is good enough already, saying I cannot do. Or you can say agodilla. In spoken form it will be agodilla. Okay. Agodilla, agalla, they are all meaning the same. Agutta illa means cannot. All this mean the same, just that this is in simple present, this is present continuous, this is simple future tense, but all of this can be used to say cannot. Okay, I cannot do it. Nanage agalla, you should say. The important thing here is you have to use the chaturthi vibhakti. You cannot say nanu agalla. You should say nanage agalla. So nanage madakke agalla, madakke to do, right? Nanage madakke agalla, I cannot do, right? ನನಗೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ is ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. So ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆಗುತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. It's a short, it's a what you call the compact form. And this will be told by spoken Kannada speakers, meaning native speakers. They will say ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. This agu also they'll make it short. They'll say ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, meaning I'm not doing, I cannot do it. If you want to reject something, you will say ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ನೋಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ or ಆಗಲ್ಲ. He cannot see. Say, for example, you see something very offensive, very disgusting, or very gory accident. They will say, ನನಗೆ ನೋಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. Or somebody is crying, a baby is crying, and you can't, you're not able to take it. Then you say, ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ನನಗೆ ನೋಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. I cannot see. So, ನನಗೆ ತಿನ್ನಕ್ಕೆ, ನಿನಗೆ ತಿನ್ನಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ವಾ? Are you not able to eat? Meaning the food is really bad. Then you're asking somebody, ನಿನಗೆ ತಿನ್ನಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ವಾ? Right? And so this cannot also means not able to. That's the beauty about this agalla agilla. It can fit in anywhere. It's a very flexible way of usage, right? Avalige ಹಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. She cannot sing, or she is not able to sing. So you will use ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ನನಗೆ ಅಡುಗೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. I cannot cook. I'm not able to cook. I'm not skilled to cook. All this you can use ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ನಿನಗೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಸಮಯಕ್ಕೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಸಮಯಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಬರುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ವಾ? Can't you come on time? ಸಮಯಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ means coming before time. ಸಮಯಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ, ಮುಂಚೆ means before. ನಿನಗೆ ಸಮಯಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಬರುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ವಾ? Can't you not come on time? Right? Then ಈ ವಿಷಯವನ್ನು ನನಗೆ ಮೊದಲೇ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ? Why couldn't you tell? Yake means why. Why was it not able for you to tell me this before? Okay. Okay. This is the next topic, which is negative participles. We have seen this before. in the participles video and also in the sentence analysis part 3, that this is being dealt with again here in one slide. Okay, ನಾನು ನೋಡದ ಸಿನಿಮಾವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. This is negative relative participle. So ನೋಡು, you take the verb, remove the u, add the to it. Then it behaves like an adjective. ನೋಡದ cinema means not seen cinema. Okay. Then ಅವನು ನನ್ನನ್ನು ನೋಡದೇ ಹೋದ. He went without seeing me. So here ನೋಡದೇ means without seeing. Okay. So this is negative verbal participle. This is the concept. So if you have nodada, it means it behaves like an adjective, not seen cinema. Nodade hoda means without seeing, he went. Without seeing is nodade. Okay. ನೀನು ಮಾಡದ ಕೆಲಸ ಅವನು ಮುಗಿದ. So he finished the work that you did. He finished the work that you did not do. So your not done work. See, this ಮಾಡದ means not done. So this not done behaves like an adjective to the word, to the noun work. What type of work it is? It is a not done work. So the verb behaves like an adjective. That's the concept of this negative relative participle. Then ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರು ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡದೆ ಮನೆ ಹೋದರು. Without doing, ಮಾಡದೆ, workers went home without completing the work. Okay. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಲಿಯದೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಸಿಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. Without studying well. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಲಿಯದೆ. ಕಲಿಯದೆ means kali is to learn. ಕಲಿಯದೆ without learning. Right? ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಉದ್ಯೋಗ, a good job you will not get. ಸಿಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. Okay. ಅವರು ಕಲಿಯದ ಭಾಷೆಗಳೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. There is no language that he has not learnt. ಕಲಿಯದ ಭಾಷೆಗಳು, not learnt language. Right? Not learnt language. ಕಲಿಯದ is an adjective. ಇದು ನಾನು ಹೇಳದ ಸುದ್ದಿ. This is a news that I have not heard. So these are your negative participles. They are very useful. Please be aware of their usage. Negative conjugation. This is the old usage I was talking about. How you get that is you take the verb, right here. So you take so add the past tense png suffix. As you know, png suffix was dealt in the verbs and tenses tutorial. You just have to take the suffix and past tense png suffix, person, number, gender suffix, add it to the verb directly. So madu, then you will just say, for example, we are taking madu, madenu, I do not do. Okay, nanu madenu, navu madevu, madevu, nanu madenu, madevu. So you just take madu, add enu to it, madenu, madevu, ನೀನು ಮಾಡೆ, ನೀವು ಮಾಡರಿ, ಅವನು ಮಾಡನು, ಅವಳು ಮಾಡಲು, ಅವರು ಮಾಡರು, ಅದು ಮಾಡದು, ಅವು ಮಾಡವು. So you could see this is exactly behaving like a tense. So ನಾನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೇನೆ is simple present tense, right? So ನಾನು ಮಾಡೆನು means I do not do in simple present. But this is again not used in today's world. Agalla is used, or the tense, I mean adding illa alla to the verb is what is used more often. This you can see it in books maybe. Okay, just be aware of it. Then words of prohibition. So special words of prohibition, beda, bedi, we have seen this already in where have we seen this? We have seen this in modals, right? A lot of examples in modals video, so please go and check it out. So beda, bedi, baradu, kudadu. Okay, nanage uta beda, usage 1. Nanu alli hogabeda, I don't have to go there, right? There also you can use beda. Right? Illi cigarette say the baradu, you should. Prohibition means baradu. Beda is don't. Here say the should not. If you want to say should not means baradu. Okay, alli hoga baradu, should not go there. Then the stronger form of saying prohibition is ಕೂಡದು. Okay, ಆ ಮೋಸಗಾರನ ಮನೆಗೆ ಇನ್ನು ಮೇಲೆ means from here on, hence after, right? Hence after, ಇನ್ನು ಮೇಲೆ ನೀನು ಹೋಗ ಕೂಡದು. From now on you should not go to that. Mosagara means cheater, a person who cheats. So all the above forms are using the infinite mode type 3. ಹೋಗಬಾರದು, ಸೇದಬಾರದು, all these are infinitive mood type 3. Of course, you will find about infinitive mood in the mood tutorial. Okay, so that was the last slide. I'm trying to keep all this presentations shorter. I used to go for like 1 hour presentation, 1.5 hour presentation, but, and people are finding it difficult to digest. So I'm trying to get them all into like 15 minutes, 20 minutes tutorial. Hope this tutorial was useful. Dhanyavadagalu. If you have any questions, please write to correctcannada@gmail.com.